Dr. Drew Pinsky, world-famous internist and addiction medicine specialist, furious about California Congressman Adam Schiff putting impeachment above the growing problem of homelessness in his home district. Here's Dr. Drew.
I started thinking, geez, I think I live in Schiff's district. Oh my God, he is asleep at the wheel here. We are losing 3 people every day I don't do something, and 3 more people are dead in the county of Los Angeles.
So homelessness.
Homelessness, we're losing 3 a day. My God, if coronavirus were killing 3 people a day in our county, do you not think people would be in absolute outrage and panic?
He's got a point there. Well, is Schiff and other members of Congress neglecting their constituents, their duties, while they focus on impeachment? What do you think?
Absolutely, they are. And by the way, it's hurt the approval ratings of some of these congressmen who have basically not paid any attention to what's going on at home, and instead they're focusing on running the president out of town. Look, Adam Schiff has been the face of not just impeachment, but also of the Russiagate probe under Robert Mueller.
Which he said he had proof about the collusion, and he turned out he didn't.
I was going to get to that. He has lied to the American people on any number of occasions, and the reason he can get away with it is that his district is overwhelmingly Democrat. And I think at some point, people need to say to Democrat voters, how is it that the districts under your management are in such bad shape in this country? Los Angeles, San Francisco, parts of New York. I mean, really, folks, there is a thing called accountability, and it would be nice to see these congressmen held accountable.
Over the holidays, I was at my friend's house, and his son, who lives in L.A., I asked him simply, is it as bad as they say? And he says it's worse. My son just came back from San Francisco last week visiting a friend, and the first thing out of his mouth was, you should see how many people are out on the streets. This is a sin. This is what is known as not making the important things, people, Americans, human beings, a priority, and putting other things in front. And all I know is with people like Schiff, impeachment. No, what about the homeless? Impeachment. No, what about the homeless? Impeachment.
Yeah,
and you see what you're getting, and it's only getting worse, unfortunately.
Look, I have no dog in this particular fight, but in September, Adam Schiff, which I know because I just looked it up, just wondering, introduced a bill in Congress to address the homelessness crisis in Southern California and affordable housing, drafted the bill, spoke for it, stood up for it. There's not much more than one representative can do than do that. It went to, it went into committee. There's other things. This is also a local problem. So
yes.
While no one has actually dealt with this well, I'm not sure this particular
This is years
critique,
in the making.
Yeah, but this is more whataboutism. You know, what about this over there? It's getting old. I mean, it's his job to some extent, David. It's Schiff's job to prosecute the impeachment because we have a U.S. system, a divided government, and checks and balances. That's what keeps us from totalitarianism.
But
so
he's been doing it, Jonathan. He's been doing it since the president was elected. Even before he took office, he's been talking about this. Come on, is that his whole job?
This is our system of government, David. But to Zach's point, the homeless problem, which is a problem, that's about those NIMBY sanctuary city laws, excuse me, the housing restriction laws that keep development. So that's the issue when it comes to homelessness.
And
Schiff, you might not like what he's doing, but she's doing his job.
And he did, in fact, introduce legislation. It didn't go anywhere. It hasn't passed.
Yeah, but his focus, folks, has been on Russiagate and now impeachment. The scariest place in the world to find yourself is between a camera and Adam Schiff, because he wants airtime, and that's what he does.
As well. But Gary, there's another point here, which is that when you look at what Democrat mayors have been doing around the country with homelessness, they've been spending all this money and not solving the problem at all. You have to go back to when Rudy Giuliani was mayor of New York, when you found real solutions, and he did it while cutting the budget, not building the budget. So I wonder what Schiff would actually do if he was in charge.
I only care about outcome, and what somebody tells me, oh, they did a bill. How long has Schiff been running that district? How long has Gavin Newsom been running San Francisco, whether governor or mayor? This has been going on for years and years and years and getting worse and worse. That means they are not making a priority. They are not addressing the problem from A to Z, and it is an absolute sin. These are Americans. They're human beings. It's got to be addressed. Enough is enough.
All right. Well, those who have been addressing it the wrong way. We've got it here in New York. It's been growing like crazy, and they're spending money and not fixing the problem.